What's up guys, Ryan here from Mud Gunner, and today we have an interesting video to share with you. My hands are gonna hurt at the end of it. I have my IFAK here just for reasons. So a lot of people know the Smith Wesson 500. It's the biggest handgun that I own, one of the biggest handgun rounds that you can own. I wanna say it was the biggest for a long time, but who knows, maybe now there's a lot of things that are bigger than it. But yeah, 8 3/8 inch Smith Wesson 500. Fun to shoot, done a few videos on it. Just quick comparison. Here's a 38 special. Here's the Smith Wesson 500, noticeably different. But if you look at this next to these, it makes the Smith Wesson 500 look small. And for explaining these, I have my buddy Doug here. This is his gun right here, and he's gonna describe what we're shooting today. So I'm gonna pass the mic off to him. All right, so Doug has the mic.
Kind of, there it is, all right. So we're gonna start off with, everybody knows what a 380 is, 38 special. The 500 Smith Wesson Magnum. This is a 444 Marlin. It's a rifle cartridge designed for bear protection, bear hunting, large game in Alaska. This is a custom load of the same cartridge, but it uses a 44 Magnum shot shell. I can go bird hunting out to about 60 yards with that thing. And these two cartridges are the same cartridge with two different bullets. The name of the cartridge is a 450 GNR. It's a wildcat based off of the 50 Alaskan. And it's a straight wall 50 caliber cartridge, but this one has been wildcatted by Gary Reeder, Pistol Parlor, Flagstaff, Arizona, to shoot neck down to shoot a 458 bullet. This one right here is the 500 grain Hornady Dangerous Game bullet. I have two barrels for this firearm. This first one is the 444 Marlin. It's a 14-inch non-ported single shot break action pistol with a scope on it. This right here, if you notice, I love the artwork done by Gary Reeder, again, Pistol Parlor, Flagstaff, Arizona. The cartridge is a proprietary cartridge that he created, the 450 GNR. The total length, including the muzzle brake, is 18¼ inches, and I'm able to use that as a long barrel pistol or as a rifle. I personally enjoy letting people shoot it as a pistol. They usually get one, no more than 2 shots off. Again, there's the comparison: 38 special, 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum, and the 450 GNR.
All right, so the mic is on me, but my buddy Doug is gonna shoot his shot shell. So can we see that shot shell again? All right. Now he's gonna shoot at that far one. There's already a bunch of 22 holes on there, so I'm gonna just record him shooting it. And he says with this, you teacup the grip. Oh, he shot it fast. Oh, that didn't look like it kicked much, at least in your hands.
There's no recoil with a shot shell.
Can you show them how I'm supposed to grip it with 2 hands?
Yeah.
Just because
right.
he said the
We're
recoil.
Clear?
Yep.
Gun is not cocked, but the action is closed. Because of the trigger guard being the release for the action, it's very large size. If you were to double wrap like a normal pistol, my finger's touching the back of that trigger guard. The recoil is going to come back and just jam my fingers.
I'm gonna put the mic over here.
The recoil is going to come back and jam my fingers if I try to shoot it like this. Right hand does all the control, left hand just teacups it to help hold the weight up. So, pull the action, load the round, close it, single action, cock the gun, hold the gun, support the gun, pull the trigger.
Easy enough. All right, let me put my mic back on. All right, so we're gonna shoot the 444 Marlin first. Doug is saying that's gonna be less recoil than my 500, so we're gonna do that. Again, if I get Kentucky Ballistics, this is my IFAK, so Doug, you got me. Hopefully we don't have to stick a thumb in my throat. And I say that, you know, nicely. I like Kentucky Ballistics channel. Big calibers, you know, it's an explosion in your hand. All right, so less recoil than the 500. I'm gonna do 2 hands on this one, and depending on how we feel, we'll do a single hand on some of the other ones. But just cock it back and it's ready, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna just aim for this one right in front of us. And I gotta not drop his gun. Going hot. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, obviously it's got kick. Doug's hands are much bigger than mine, so he could probably control the recoil a lot better. But that wasn't bad. And it's got the big Packmeyer grip, it looks like. So not terrible. Now I'll shoot my 500. I don't know the grain weight of all of these. I just have a few different ones. I've done a lot of videos of them. We'll just do this one. I don't know exactly the grain weight, but let me load this up. So, and this one, I'll do 2-handed as well, so I don't tire out my right hand too fast. All right, going hot. Yeah, this definitely has more kick than that. So that's, actually I'm gonna leave, it doesn't matter. I normally leave it in there so I make sure I get an even amount of rounds fired through it, but I think we're fine. All right, what am I shooting next, Doug?
Well, I'm gonna need a moment to change barrels on that.
Okay.
So we're gonna stop the tape and we're gonna come back to it.
Okay, so we're changing, he's gonna pause it and we're gonna change the barrel to the Gary Reader barrel. And yeah, it's got a bear on there, 450 GNR. All right, guys, I'm a little nervous, not because of like the power, like firing two-handed, I think it'll be fine. I'm nervous because Doug wants me to shoot it one-handed, and I would like to. I don't want to drop it, so I'm mocking up my case right here, just in case it falls. There's no sight, so we're just gonna point and shoot. With something like this and the 500, there's no getting rid of the recoil, right? It's all how you control it. So the ideal goal is for me to not be so like fixed that it just bends back like that. The goal is to ride it up so that, it's controlled. It's gonna have some pop, but that is my goal. In my head, I want to hold it like this, but I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna fire it two-handed to start, and I'm just gonna ride it up. So hopefully not clock myself in the head. When shooting like the 500, I've seen those scary videos where someone shoots and then they don't control the recoil and then they shoot again right here. That's scary. That's not possible with this because it's just a single shot. But again, this is a 500 grain bullet next to a puny 500 mag. And we're gonna do two-handed on this one, so. Oh, that's stiff. Is it supposed to be stiff closing?
Slam it closed.
Yep, it's locked.
Yep.
Again, IFAK right here. Whew. This is probably the biggest handgun I've ever shot. I shot a 500 nitro rifle, but that was a rifle. All right. Okay. Okay. I think we can do it one-handed. That definitely jammed into my thumb, even holding it like this. I think something right here just like hit my thumb. I don't know. I think that hit my thumb. Not bleeding or anything, I just felt the pressure, so I can see why you wouldn't want your hands right there. It feels like I caught like a fastball, like a baseball. That's kind of the feeling I would describe it as.
Sting.
Yeah, I don't play baseball, but that's the feeling I would describe it of. Like I just caught like a baseball. But okay. Doug says there is 5 more grains in this one, so theoretically a little bit more powerful, but still a 500 grain.
This is supposed to be coming out about 2,100 feet per second.
2,100 feet per second.
And if you use the muzzle calculator, it's 5,100 or 5,200 foot-pounds of muzzle energy.
Over 5,000 pounds of energy out of the muzzle. Now let me compare that real fast. I got a box of 500 mag over here. So 500 grain moving at, you said 2,100 feet per second. Yep. This Hornady 350 grain 500, 1,900 feet per second. So not only is it 150 grains bigger, it's moving a few hundred feet faster. We're gonna do it one-handed. I don't want to drop Doug's gun. Woo! After this,
you want to get a picture again of the bullet?
Oh yeah. Look at my thumb is shaking just a little bit. Gosh, I'm not nervous. It's just like. All right, so I'm gonna try to just ride that recoil up as controllable as possible. The grip is good. I mean, it's kind of a bigger grip because, like, if you look at my hand can't wrap all the way around it because I don't have like massive hands. But yeah, I think it's doable.
Or just slam it closed.
All right. Okay, it's closed. Okay. I'm trying to think. Okay, got my rifle case here. I'm gonna take like one more step forward because we got concrete, we got dirt. All right, going hot. That's a man's gun. Okay, you see? This cut right here was from the other day. It, like, that, like, right here just drug on my index finger like that. Oh, look, we got some internal bleeding possibly. That's cool. That's cool. Like,
Did you feel the difference between the two loads?
I can't tell. I mean, it's all pretty strong. My hand's weaker. So, like, all right, so here's my left hand. Not shaking. Right hand. My right hand's shaking a little bit more,
Yep.
but look at that. So what that was, guys, was when I fired, the gun's like I'm holding the gun tight, but it moved back, and just the frame right here just drug in right there and applied some pressure. Now, let's do some 500 mag. Just, you know, this is just to take the edge off, right? 500 mag is nothing compared to that. So, fire 3 rounds. Just want to see. Oh, that's light. 500 mag is freaking nothing compared to that. That was all one-handed 500. That feels like nothing. So the point of that is then, you know, if you lift heavier weights, smaller weights feel lighter. If you shoot bigger guns, smaller guns feel lighter. So
Wait, you're saying the 500 is a small gun now?
Dude, this feels like nothing. Watch how controllable this is. Didn't even go up. I wasn't aiming either, by the way. I was just point shooting, but that makes this feel like nothing. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Because, Doug, how much are these rounds each? My hand's still shaking. Reloading.
About $3 a pop.
That's not bad. That's how much 500 is brand new.
About $5 a pop now.
$5 a pop? Oh,
yeah.
Not as terrible. I don't reload. If you had to buy factory, like Horn of the, I don't even know if they make it. If you had to buy factory, like Gary Reader ammo, stuff like that, how much do you think?
Doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. Okay, so reloading only.
You have to buy the dies, you have to buy the brass, resize it, reload it.
Okay, so you guys have to do it all yourself. 500 you could just buy off the shelf, which is nice, and it's a very light shooting round. So that's the gist of it. If you guys want to see my index finger now.
Your hand's turning red a lot more than it was.
Yeah. Look, my grip, so this is from mine. When you shoot it, it imprints the black grip on your hand. And I'm going to feel this tomorrow at work while I'm writing.
I'm noticing all around right here.
My hand is shaking. Like I'm really not trying to shake it.
You weren't before.
Yeah. So, but that's fun. Like I enjoyed that. Thank you for letting me shoot it. That was actually fun. Do I want this caliber? Absolutely not. But that was cool. And honestly, if you just want like an obnoxious, like, but cool gun that people can shoot, kind of like, this is more obnoxious than the 500, but like, I like letting people shoot the Smith Wesson 500 because it's like the biggest handgun you can get commercially, I would say. Now you do got to be careful because, again, if you let someone that is not familiar with hard hitting rounds, if you load multiple in there, I have seen where they fire it and then right here they fire it again. That is close to capping yourself. So be responsible with it. Don't ever put 2 in there. Anytime I let someone shoot, I just load 1 at a time. Yeah, this is, I would say this is what, 30% more powerful than the 500? Like based off feel, 30 to 40% more powerful. But
I'd say that's about right because depending on what load, the 500, it averages around 3,000 to 3,500 foot-pounds of muzzle energy.
Yeah.
This is a little over 5,000.
Yeah, but that is cool. Doug's gonna show me something. Here, my pinky, I'm not gonna stick it all the way in. My pinky fits in the barrel. Hand's still shaking. Ooh. Pinky fits in there. And that's ported too, so that much kick ported. The 444 Marlin, no kick at all compared to that. So, cool. Well, thank you guys for watching. I know we only fired like 6 rounds, but I mean, that was a big deal for me. And my hand needs some rest now. So stay tuned for my next video. If there's any more obnoxious handgun calibers that we can shoot, I'm sure we will. But thank you guys.